Hi, good
Hello.
evening. Good evening, Raj.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good
How are you?
evening. How are you? Long time. Long time no see. How are you? How is things? How is life?
Hello.
How are you, Raj? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I am good. Sorry, I had to replug my earphone.
Mhm.
So
So,
how have you been?
yes, I've been doing so well. Raj, so how about you? What's up? So you switched to
Um,
Yari? Switched to Yari from Flapingo?
uh, yeah,
You are like a
kind of.
migratory bird. No, so when you are teaching, so what is their main requirement? Your students, were they asking for grammar or are they asking to be a friendly speaking companion? Your students.
Okay. So here they generally focus on grammar. They don't
Mhm.
think that much about speaking because they feel uncomfortable. The moment you start speaking with them in English, they feel
Mhm.
like I don't know anything. How would I speak? So
Mhm.
first, I have to focus on grammar. I would
Mhm.
learn something, and then I would start speaking. So
Okay.
they are like the very basic level learners. So
Mhm.
they focus
Mhm.
mainly on grammar.
Okay. So are they good at making a small talk? You know what is a small talk? Just by like,
Yeah.
say hi, hello, greetings, how are you? How's your family? How was your weekend? How was your holidays? So a small talk. So do you start with a small talk or you start with a topic?
I try to, but only one of them has improved a lot. Like
Mhm.
earlier, he was not able to speak anything. He was a complete beginner. He was
Mhm.
not able to construct even a single sentence properly. But
Mhm.
now he can share a story. If you ask him to listen to any story on YouTube, like the short stories available on YouTube, and then share the same one, he can share that. Or if you ask giving him some props that you have 5 words, make a story out of this, he
Mhm.
can
You
try
can, he can.
and speak 5 or 6 sentences out of that. So he has improved a lot, like
Okay.
from basic learner to maybe A2 speaker.
Okay, nice, nice. So I have read in one book, one article that we can categorize our speaking levels like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 is there. That's
Right.
okay. Other than that, if a guy is okay with a small talk, because there is no specific topic, but he can make a small talk of 1 or 2 minutes when you are meeting a
Yeah.
new person in a party. So this is the basic step to make a small talk in English. If you are okay with that, then let him start talking on a one-on-one basis on a given topic. You give him a topic, or even I'm asking you, so you are comfortable with a one-on-one topic, like a small talk. You are comfortable with a one-on-one interaction with a given topic. This is level say 2. If you are okay, then you can go to level 3. It will be a kind of group discussion. Again, you will be
Right.
given a topic and you have to discuss and convince others in a group of 5 to 6 or 10 people.
Yeah.
If you are successful in doing that, means you are getting better and better from a small talk to one-on-one topic, then a group discussion of 5 to 10. Finally, you can think about a public speaking forum. A public
Yeah.
speaking forum. So if you can graduate from these 4 levels, I think you will be better off. Like,
Right.
and if the students are very serious, then, and if we have the resources, you can even ask them to join some Toastmaster clubs. And you have any Toastmaster clubs around you? Have you heard about that, Toastmasters?
No, I'm listening to this the first time.
The Toastmaster is an international forum. Every country they have small clubs. In every town they have clubs, Toastmaster clubs. So if you join that,
Okay.
so monthly twice they will have meetings. So you can go there and they will give you a topic and you will get a chance to speak in front of like 25, 30, 40 people. No matter how you perform, that is immaterial. Regardless of your fluency or your proficiency or your prowess, so you can stand in front of a dais in a honest diet and talk. So that way you can improve your public speaking skills as well.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, so today in Yari, it is unlike a clapping go. It's a small session document. So we have something called EQ versus IQ. You must be
yeah,
aware of
yeah,
that.
of course.
Aware of that. IQ and EQ. So what is the difference? What is EQ? If you have to tell like a talk about like 1 minute or 2 minutes, tell something about EQ and IQ or IQ versus EQ.
Well, the first thing is IQ is uh, this can be described. IQ can be described as intelligence quotient, and EQ is emotional quotient. So
Very good.
IQ is something which tests people's ability to think rational and uh, to give their feedback or their ideas on the basis of their knowledge. So how good they are in taking or reading something, or their IQ is simply means that how good they are with their knowledge,
Their cognitive skills,
their
their
cognitive.
cognitive skills,
Yeah,
whether they can understand their critical thinking or their problem solving skills or analyzing an issue, these all, and mathematical intelligence, their
yeah,
knowledge and intelligence in science, all these comes under IQ.
IQ. On the other hand, EQ is emotional quotient, so it describes
Mm.
somebody's emotional state of mind and how somebody is able to manage a situation where he has to deal with people in his society. So let's say somebody has read something very unpredictable, like some story or some report about society, in such a way that it is causing him a problem, creating trouble for him to manage that, to process that news. If he is able to process that, his EQ is good, and if he is unable to, then his EQ would be relatively uh, lower than those who can manage. So EQ is related to something that how can you manage your emotional state of mind.
Perfect. Perfect. So, can you tell me two each of professions which needs high IQ and high EQ? What about a doctor? He needs a high IQ or high EQ. A doctor. I don't say like
Adapter, yeah,
it cannot be a subjective question, but what's your opinion
yeah, of
about
course.
a
Uh,
profession?
I think that a doctor should have both. IQ is the most important thing for a doctor to have, for sure. But if somebody has EQ at the same time as well, it will be a cherry on the cake, for sure.
It will be cherry on the cake.
Yeah,
so, so if he has, he can empathize with the patients. So, of
right.
course, to become a super specialty doctor, you need a lot of IQ. But along with that, if you can practice or if you can be of a high EQ, then he will be a super hit or a super duper doctor. An astronomer, a scientist, high IQ or EQ?
High IQ. The
High
IQ
IQ.
is the
An
must,
astronomer.
because
Yeah,
yeah, because the job of astronomer is something that has nothing to do with the
EQ.
society.
Mm,
I mean, general topic of the society, that how poor are being treated or not. So their job is something that is, of course, for the society or for the people itself, but they are quite in indirect, like directly they are working on something which will definitely help the people, but they are not attached directly. So that's why they need their IQ to be the on the upper side, on the higher side. And if they do not have that kind of EQ, that would hardly matter, because IQ is the something on the basis of which they would do great in their profession.
So EQ is mainly for human relationships,
Yeah,
your interactions, you empathize, you sympathize, you understand with others, you relate, be in their shoes, try to be
right.
in their shoes. A customer care executive,
Uh,
what he
the
needs,
EQ should be on a higher side, of course.
a manager versus a leader in a factory. In a factory, there is a manager and there is a union leader. What should be the IQ and EQ of each of them?
For a manager, both is required, and it seems that no matter which profession we talk,
Mhm.
both is required.
Both are required, but only
Both
the
are required.
level of that.
Mm. So, for a manager, the IQ would be on a higher side,
Mm,
and for union leader,
mm.
the EQ should be on a higher side.
Wow. Can you tell me any person so far you have heard about or learned about with high IQ levels?
With
Anybody?
high IQ level.
Mm.
I mean, the kind of people I have met, uh, or the
Must be
people who about
a celebrity, a
uh, the
world-known
people about
people.
whom I have read.
Mm.
If I talk about them, I think I would take the name of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam
Mhm.
for the high IQ,
High
and
IQ.
at the same time high EQ as well.
Mhm. How
And
about Albert Einstein? Have you heard
yeah,
about him?
definitely high
World's
IQ.
top-notch,
Uh,
world-class scientist. Mhm. So when we talk about this IQ, so what is the number you are looking for? Have you got any idea what should be the, if I say, oh, he has an IQ of 80, he has an IQ of 100, he has an IQ of 160. Oh, Albert Einstein had IQ of 160, or APJ Abdul Kalam 155. What do you mean by these numbers? And
uh,
which is best, or like A1, B1, C1, which is the best?
okay. So this is the first time that I'm hearing about the number associated with IQ. So I would not be able to guess, but of course, the higher it is, the better it is
Yeah.
for sure.
So if anything, they have, and have you heard about how you test IQ levels?
No.
So there will be scientific tests for that to see how your
Okay.
brain works and what is your cognitive skills, problem solving or analyzing, critical thinking. All these tests, like for some examinations, competitive examinations, like in a UPSC or IAM, CAT examination, JE, they all test your IQ, and anything less than 100 is considered to be, you see, average.
Okay. Okay.
Average. Albert
Yeah.
Einstein, anything above 140 is considered to be super IQ levels. Albert Einstein had
Okay.
160.
Okay.
Like now you must be aware of Elon Musk, 155.
Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg, 160. Bill Gates, 150. So all these
Okay.
guys, Steve Jobs, 160. And there are like high, the guys like one Teron Teo from China. He has a IQ of 200. He's considered to be
Okay.
the highest, the current, those who are living, the maximum IQ.
Okay.
So how do you test EQ of a person?
I have no idea about that
Yeah,
as
so
well.
same way, but it will not be any test like IQ. It will be like majorly, it will be some questionnaires, some
Yeah.
situational questions, so that they can analyze what is his mental makeup. How do you
Right.
react to such solution? Some ethical dilemmas. Some ethical
Right.
dilemmas will be posed against them, and they will be asked to answer. In such situation, what will you do? In such
Right.
situation, what will you do? Like you are a doctor and your patient is not having any money, and he has to undergo a serious surgery. So what will you do? So his emotional quotient, his emotional approach can be revealed in such questionnaires and simple tests. So
Yeah, sure.
and what, as you said, like both are required. Like if you are a man, you are intelligent. It's always
Right.
better to be like, you can be a human being, but it's always better to be human. We call it a human beings, and being human is very important. Being human means you have high EQ levels. We all are
Right.
human. We all are human beings, but are we really being human to our fellow people? Mostly not. Mostly not. So
Right.
you can read, there are a lot of articles, you can Google it. So when you have that, like, you are giving some topics, you read, you are giving some profs, you talk. Similarly, in your case, reading is important. Make it a challenge that you will read like 20 pages every day. Come rain or shine, without fail, you will read 20 pages. And that 20 pages will be from not from any novels. Try to read some self-help books.
Okay.
Self-help books, make it
Yeah.
like a 3-month challenge or 120 days challenge. And the more you read, you come across a lot of words and how it is spelled, how it is pronounced. And one more thing I will suggest you. You said you have problems with intonation. You can go with the shadowing. I think I had
Right.
told you this earlier. So
Yeah.
shadowing is a good
I
method.
have been doing that.
Yeah. Another thing is, if you have the resources, you can get an AI based English learning platform. You can buy that. So that will be your property. Like, no, 1 year you need to pay like 2,000 rupees or 2,000. If you can afford to that, you will be talking to a native speaker, and you can very well improve your intonations and pronunciation. And there are so many in
Okay.
the market, and this coming cheaper and cheaper. They may be asking you 5,000, and the next day they will give you an offer for 2,000 or 2,500, and it's 24/7. You can talk, and after every speech they will give you the entire analysis of your pronunciation, your vocabulary, the way you spoke. Everything will be analyzed and give you a better feedback. So that
Right.
is an added tool for you, because you are struggling to become fluent in that, and this is your career path, and you want to travel, you want to go in this career path. So
Yeah.
you cannot, you have to turn all the stones. You cannot leave
Yeah.
any stone unturned.
Of course.
That's it. I'll let you go, Ranjan. And it was a delight to meet you after a long time. And I think
Yeah.
it's a welcome change for you from Clappingo to English Yari. Once again, welcome to Yari, and we'll meet again.
Yeah. We'll meet again. And I wanted to ask in the starting itself, how is ma'am?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's taking classes in the other room. And currently, we are in the US. So we are visiting our daughter. So we'll be here for 6 months. And she continues in Clappingo. And yesterday, I told her that today you are coming. So yes, he has
Okay.
said, yeah. So he's in the other room taking sessions with Clappingo. So I'm still with Clappingo. But for a change, I switched and I want to see how Yari works. Even Ingovarta
Yeah.
offered me a job, but I could not join because they have only telephone calls. They can't take WhatsApp calls or anything. They have
Yeah.
limited resources, so I did not join.
That's why I had applied on that first. That
Mhm.
okay, there is only audio calls.
Audio, only
So
audio.
maybe my facial expression and other things would not be checked. So let me try if I'm
Yeah,
good
yeah.
enough
Step by
to.
step. First audio, then
Yeah.
move on to video. Yeah, that's good. Good idea.
So I got rejected from there as well.
No,
So
no,
I
no. Don't
thought,
take it as a rejection. It's
yeah,
like
of course, it's
you are
not
being asked to wait. You are being asked to wait. Don't
definitely,
never
and
take
that
anything. Don't take it in the negative. It's a decline. They declined. They rejected. Remove those words from your
word, of
vocabulary. Yeah.
course. I mean, that's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, I would have not been
These
here.
are not in our
Yeah,
hand. No, these are not in our hand. When my wife applied for Clapping Go, first 3 months no call at all. Then she thought
yeah,
maybe they rejected. But out of the blue, they called and they said, why don't you join?
Okay.
All right. So I have a session after this.
Yeah,
Take care.
sure.
Take care,
Take
man.
care. See you in
Bye bye.
another session. Bye for
Bye bye.
now.
Bye.
Have a nice time. Good night.
Thank you.